Hello YouTubers, Joe Cruzy here, Sunday, October 26th, 2014, around 3 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Well, our oak trees seem to have turned, a lot more colorful here over the night. And well, once again, the affairs of the inside of the house have kept me from effectively coming out to catch the best light, but we'll give you a little glimpse of this here. I love that little pyramidal oak tree there. I was able to Tom Sawyer the sewer line people into not taking that out. I love this time of year. You ought to be able to smell it. I mean, this should be in smell-o-vision. It smells so good despite the fact we're right down next to all the traffic and things. Here, have a thing there, guys. Well, it is Sunday, and so of course I went to church, and I read along with my retired judge buddy, and I did the number one reading, the Deuteronomy 34, when chapter 34, where God shows Moses the land that he's not going to, but it was, the promised land. Basically all the people he took out of Egypt were dead. It's their offspring. The only two that made it across that were part of the original group were, of course, Joshua and Caleb. And then he dies and he's buried, and they never found his grave. And there's some folks that say he was assumed up into heaven like Elijah, and Mary. I think that's still open for discussion on the last one, since there's no scriptural evidence for it. In any case, that's what I read. Did the prayers of the people. As I say, it's not me doing it. It went well. We sang some good tub thumpers too. Oh God, our help in ages past, as the introit, and Immortal Invisible, Oh God, Only One on the way out, and there were a couple of better, good ones too in the middle, and well, actually 3 others. Since we sing 5 hymns during the service, and then of course the choir does an anthem. And it was one of the better anthems they do. So it was great. It was a good service. Now I guess now next Sunday, of course, is going to be All Saints Sunday, although not All Saints Day. And I guess we have 6 baptisms. My Lord, I don't know where they found this crowd of kids. Well, we'll see who gets baptized. I do like baptisms. I'll probably have to go to 10:30 service on this one. Well, the major The major problem of the last few days is, as I may have hinted at, is my computer is on the way dying. Now, you know, it hisses and fizzes and buzzes at me, very much like one of these white noise machines that some people use in a hotel room to help them get to sleep. It's certainly loud enough to be heard over 2 heaters running, you know, within 7 feet of you. And it starts the minute you hit the power button, it starts up. And it does finally stop then when you shut the thing, actually shut the thing down. I ascertained from disk utility or system preferences, I can't remember which one, that my battery is now at 0% charge, so it doesn't even show up as a battery. The only time you get a hint that the battery might even be in the machine is that there's an X across it up there in the menu bar. If you open the thing when it's in sleep mode. Well, I'm not going to put it in sleep mode anymore. I'm just going to shut the thing clear down each time. You know, I finally got the charging cable to work, but in order to do it, you have to unplug it to reset. I mean, you can reset it by unplugging it for a while and plugging back in, but I can't plug it right back into my machine. I have to plug it into Paul's machine. Now, you can plug a higher powered charger into a lesser, into a machine that requires lesser power, but you can't charge a lesser powered charger into a machine that requires more power. So I'm kind of using Paul's machine to reset my power charger, and then I can, get the machine to work. Albeit it fizzes at you. Well, so as I may or may not have indicated yesterday, I bought a new charger online, and they said I could pick it up today down here at this Apple store on Polaris. And so after church, I, braved the traffic on Polaris Parkway, went in, and my Lord, it was crowded. And they're doing land office business in there, I'll tell you. And they had no record of it. Now, admittedly, I had not printed out the email and so forth because I couldn't, because the machine wasn't working. And the first guy says he had a record of me, and then he wandered off. And then a young woman came and said she had no record of it either. I said, well, I'm sure I paid for it. I got my credit card. She didn't. Then I sort of explained the larger issue, and she didn't seem too interested. I said I'll probably be in here next week and buy a new machine. Okay. So I said I'll just come back tomorrow and pick the thing up. Are you sure? I said, yeah. I said, you don't have any record of it. I paid for it. I know I paid for it. So I came home and I indeed confirmed I had paid for it, and was able then finally to print out the appropriate documents. And so then I ordered this. So then I went ahead and I ordered, I'm going to give this machine to my son. I'm sure he and his friend can figure out how to fix this or have it fixed. Since they both did tech support at a local computer store. They did these repairs. And the other fellow is sort of one of the major computer technology officers for the local university. So they'll deal with this. Plus, Thomas's machine is quite old and far inferior to the one I've got. Although I bet his doesn't. So anyway, I went out and I got a MacBook Pro Retina 15-inch with the 1 terabyte of flash drive. 1 terabyte of flash drive. And 16 gigabytes of RAM. And 2 gigabytes of video card and a 2.8 gigahertz quad-core i7 processor. I don't know what kind of battery it's got in it. But I don't think this is a battery problem. I think there's some other sort of fundamental problem going on in my machine. Well, that's okay. When I get this new one, I'm going to transfer the hard drive I've got into the new hard drive. And I've got a book that tells me exactly how to do it. And I've got the equipment to do it too, so. I think I'll probably have my son help me though, in any case. If I can, you know, jar him loose to come up and give me a hand. So, well, that's about it here. I mean, look at this light. It's sublime here. It really is. It's magical. It's just flat out magical. God blesses everyone on that one. It's like cathedral windows. It really is. It's like cathedral windows. I've said that repeatedly, but it's true, guys. It's true. It's like cathedral windows. Wow. Well, thanks be to God. Bye-bye, YouTubers.